this year, and I was, oh, sorry.
It's a record for YouTube, no problem.
Okay.
Just click on the blue block button.
So I was just building up my knowledge of grammar and even improving my vocabulary. But I feel I need to practice more and more. Only then will I again the confidence to speak English. So is this I entry or I acquired a talking last month, and today is my first class. I'm studying by myself, but how I said, I need more practice. It is the reason I be here right now.
Great, great. So yeah, try to get many immersions as possible. So for sure, you to be improved for speaking. It's definitely help.
Okay,
Believe me.
thank
So
you.
good to see you. So Gustavo, go ahead, please.
Um, I live in Brazil, Minas Gerais. I'm 28 years old. I'm father, married, and I'm here to first to improve my English ability to understand and to talk also. Like you all are here to improve the foreign language, so I'm here to this also. And I'm studying English size from it have at least 2 years that I'm struggling with that challenge in my life. But I as more day passed through my head, I realized that it is possible thing to reach. So I'm engaging a lot because it is very slow, but it have a improving. So I'm here to improve that uh, that ability.
Great, Gustavo. So welcome. And let's see. Israel, please go ahead.
Hello everyone, my name is Israel. I live in Fortaleza. I'm a network engineer, and I'm here in Talk and Talk since January, I believe. But I'm still away. Here I am. I'm recent access again, talking here. And I use English a lot. I work with IT, but for technical issues. Uh, but here it's more to be more free in speaking in whatever topic here with you guys. So thank you. That's it.
Okay, great. Thank you. So guys, you are five. So I think you can stay here on the main room. If someone's coming, maybe you can split for three and three just to have time for everybody answer all the questions. But I think only two, it's a few. So we can start, and I will you read the second question. What is the most important life lessons you've learned so far, and how did you learn it? So I will start with you. It's Padma, Padshaya, sorry.
Sorry, you talk with me.
Yes, so to answer the second question.
Well, tough question for me. What are the life lessons were to be more flexibility in my life? I'm more, I live in many places here in Brazil, and now I live in Fortaleza. Uh, since last year, and one of the things that I'm resistant to living so far, and I was living in Brasilia. I'm born in Tocantins, state of Tocantins, but here the weather, the place is great to live, and but I really resist to live in a place that it's more cold. And but one thing that one life lessons that I've been facing uh, was to take care of myself, take care of my health. And now I'm sure that I achieve more, I success more, and and how can I say? I started in 2 months ago a diet, so I started to
Mm-hmm.
eating more organic vegetables and health foods, and that was something that struck me a lot for many years. I was resisting a lot to eating more
Mm-hmm.
uh, junk foods and things that helpless my life, and this is something that I start to achieve more. So I believe one of the things that I achieve have how can I say a life lesson about this,
Mm-hmm.
because I started to become less anxiety, less depression, exercise
Great.
more, and I started to uh, get a good sleep in my life, and everything changed in my life about this. Okay, so
Great. Great.
I started to practice more meditation, try to practice more
Mm-hmm.
workout and swimming, and I think only just change this simple habit in my life, which is eating more health
Yes.
things, change
Uh-huh.
a lot of things in my life. So then I was resisting so much for many years, and I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
because I was so sick and
Mm-hmm.
with many illness and not physical sick but emotional sickness, and
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the those one was one of the steps that really helped me to become more uh, health, not health, but
Yeah.
emotion
Mm-hmm.
happy and more fulfilled with everything.
Great.
So
Great.
that's it.
Great. Thanks for sharing. And I totally agree with you at the point that you need to start with small good habits to improve our daily
Yeah,
routine in general. So it's
yeah.
really, really important indeed. Thanks for sharing. And how about you, Sonia? You are on mute?
Um, I don't remember exactly the most important life lesson that I received. Uh, uh, I I have a lot of lessons around my life, and nowadays I think different. Uh, I I think the family is very important. Uh, I I know how important is to be close our family and our close one. How important is to choose good our friends, because when the things are okay, everybody is our friend, and you know your real friends in hard times. And so nowadays I have just a few friends, and that's enough for me. And maybe nowadays I enjoy more the moment, and I enjoy more the details of life. I am grateful for the health, for the food, for my family, my husband, my kids. I give the importance to other things, and I I think it's important to be grateful and to enjoy every day and the little details of life, because all that we have is today, is now. We don't know if we have tomorrow. Maybe it sounds a little romantic or dramatic, but it's real. Uh, your life can change in 1 minute. It happens with us, with all of us during the pandemic. Our change changed absolutely. For me, for example, changed a lot, and it was a hard time, and it was a time for learn a lot of lessons of life.
Yes, that's totally true. I think after the pandemic, people could see more valuing the details and family and friends. Yeah, you brought up good points to remember. Thank you very much, Sonia. So, Rui, your turn.
Okay, for me, it's the same point. I believe the life lesson I've learned is to take care of my health, because we've been through the pandemic, and it's been very difficult for all of us to realize that we pay attention to health issues and take care of our bodies and mind. It's the same point. The biggest lesson for all of us, the humanity. Um, Bruno, sometimes the connection is breakout or freezing the screen. It's normal.
So, no, actually not. For me, it's okay. I don't know if someone's facing this issue. It's
Sometimes,
freezing.
yeah.
Maybe it's my connection. I'm not sure.
or
Because for
or
me, I could hear everything that
or
you're
my
sharing.
connection, I guess.
Yeah, probably because I think your photo is not really clear sometimes,
My
but I
photo.
can hear you. Yeah, your video. Sometimes it's freezing a little bit, but your audio, it's okay. I can hear
Oh,
you very well, so
okay.
no problem at all. Okay, good, good. Rui, thanks for sharing. And how about you, Gustavo?
Uh, for me, I think that was to invest more time learning in learning things that are of my interest than to be doing hard work for companies, because very recently I I I passed for two layoffs very off very often very one at last year and another this year, so very closest one from the other. And before this, I was the kind of employer that tried to deliver the most part of my time for companies, because I thought that doing this, I was helping more and doing the best of myself, and also learning with them, and enjoying new things, a lot of challenges for life. But I have not received the same level of confidence. I don't know if I'm judging correct companies, but even if I'm doing wrong judgments here, I learned that I have to balance more the time that I deliver for companies and the time that I deliver for myself, for family, for my wife. I haven't yet uh, applied the effort that I need to apply in my own learning, my family, for example. But I know now by experience that I have to do it because uh, have different things. I want to be part of new things, challenger in companies, but it cannot get me entirely, you know. So I have learned this for very recently.
Wow, I'm so sorry for that, but I can feel you. It's really complicated. And we have the question number 3
Eita,
talking about
caiu.
it, the experience, are life lessons best learned throughout the personal experience, or can they be imparted through teaching or advising, Gustavo? So, in your opinion, you think it comes more from our experience?
For I haven't sure that I understand. I have understood the question. Our life.
For example, if you learned many things from your life lessons throughout your experience, or talking with someone, like some people giving you some advice or teaching you something. So it's more
Uh,
about your experience or from others.
yeah, that for example is about my own experience. I'm the kind of guy that very teimoso. I you know because I listen things. It makes sense for me, but I think, oh, it will not happen with me. But I'm learning this also that I'm
Hmm.
human like others humans. So I need to listen more and apply more
Hmm.
things. So, but
Got it.
at now it's more about experience because that defeat that I have, I'm very bad to listen people and to apply things that I listen from them.
Okay, got it. Yeah, always we can learn with each other. Indeed, I agree. So thank you. And I share a little bit about my experience. So I think I can also learn from people and also learn about my experience. As I'm living abroad for quite 3 years and a half, I've been learning a lot, like living in a different place, different culture. So I can see the importance of any kind of jobs. Because when I was in Brazil, we had the culture of doesn't matter from any kind of job like cleaning, or some people like working in buildings. And here you can see everyone uh, has a good life and also good life balance. So it's really, really important. And I can see the most time that I can share with my family and friends, it's much important, even living abroad. So I can call with my mother and also my family and get in touch with them all the time. But I was thinking in starting my life in a good way here. It's not easy at all. It's really, really difficult, but I try to change my mind a little bit, but it's going well. I don't know when you will stop. Maybe one day I return to Brazil, and that's okay. But it's important to share and meet new people from everywhere to see the value of our life, and you can grow and learning everything throughout everything, I'd say. So let me see here. Rui, do you want to read question number 4? and start, please.
How do challenges and failures contribute to our personal growth and provide valuable life lessons? Yes. Uh,
You think it makes sense or not? So.
very complex to answer this question because
Yeah, not easy.
each person has a different life lesson, and I
And in your
pass this.
opinion, your experience, there is no comments. Okay,
No.
no problem. So, Sonia, do you want to answer something?
Question 4.
Yes.
I think it's failure. It's part of life. Uh, of course, it's hard for everybody. I think in my case, I am a very perfectionist person, and I want to have all under control, and that's impossible. Actually, I didn't learn English before because I don't like to make mistakes. And when I start here in Talk and Talk, I understood make mistake is part of learning, and make mistakes is part of life too. And the human being needs to experiment some frustration in the different time of our life, since we are child. We need to to have some little frustrations, because this is life. The life is not all the time good. You can make plans, but it doesn't work all the time, and you have to learn handle with frustration and with failure, and it make us grow in different ways. In different ways, we value different our goals after a challenge or a difficult situation, and it is I don't know, it is good because it's not good, it's hard, it's sad,
Mhm.
but it helps us, in my
Yes,
opinion.
I totally agree with you. I think if you didn't have any challenge, probably we are not here at the same point right now, because I think with the failures, for sure, we can grow and improve in everything. As you mentioned, Sonia, it's not about the language or a specific thing. So it's involves everything in our life. So I totally agree with you. And I'm also like you, really, how do you mention, a perfectionist. So I was trying to avoid any kinds of going out of my comfort zone, because I was afraid. And after starting step by step, so I could see the improvement and the life development and everything in my life. So thanks for sharing. And uh, Israel, it's your turn, please. Can I call you Israel? It's easier. Israel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear Bruna.
Okay,
Sorry, could you repeat
great.
again?
So question number 4. It's your
4.
turn, please. Yes.
How the challenges and failure contribute to our personal growth? Well, if we will not fall, we cannot grow. So, even if we are adult, But in life, we like a child in many times. So yeah, it's easy. It's tough to talk in English about this, but
Oh,
but I believe when we failure, even the science when invent something new, need to create failure many times. So that's one of the things that I believe
não, minha conexão tá muito ruim.
we can grow, because failure is one of the key points that we can measure that it's not good and we need to and change. Okay, but and this way will create our own life lessons. And when I can talk for my own and about my parents. So for my father is alcohol. I have some, I don't know, how can I say? He have uh, some problems with alcohol and something like that, bad things or bad behaviors. And this is some things that involved in my life for many years. So this, I started to think that this is not good and this is good. So even as my father has a that could be a role model for anyone, but even he did things that it's not good. He was a role model for things that I don't want to do in my life. So basically, it's a good parameter to say that even it's not good, even if it's your father, it's as a role model for you. I was convinced for myself with the real experience of my life that I need this life lesson was not good for him and not good for me. So, and I started to create some boundaries at that time, but I started to heal these things when I was growing up in my life, and basically the my personal experience molds my life and my family, and with good and not good experience help me and to measure what I want to do in my life. So based on my feelings and my emotions, or what I'm thinking about this. So it's great because the life, it's a great life lesson, because everything that which is not good and not good, but we are not aware about this. So when start to be more aware that the life it's perfect, that it's one of the better teachers for us, and we start to see what's not good and not good, based on our beliefs. So depends on our beliefs and what we believe. So if we believe in God, or if we believe in something more high than us that create us, this will impact us or not. So depend on our beliefs. So yeah, life lessons. We can say, well, what's the best the better life lessons that born in earth by Jesus Christ, I believe, a great master, and the other masters, other great masters in the world. So this one of the person that I can. This is a great role model for me, and I will follow this. Because I know, like, I would like to be more humble. I like to be a good person that serve others. I just share that it's a great living in Earth. It's a great place to experience and see what's good is not good, and how we can avoid something and for our lives that are not based on our beliefs and our knowledge, and how can be more wisdom in some points, and depend how uh, we were creators for our family and so on. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't agree
I don't know.
more.
I don't know if I was straightforward in this
Yes,
question, but yeah, thank you.
completely understandable, and I completely agree with you because there are
Yeah,
many things that we can learn through our failures and also from the others. So always we can learn every day with
yeah,
small things and big things, and we need
yeah,
to handle everything at the same time. There is no choice. Life is
yeah,
short, but it's challenging, I'd say. So totally agree with you. Thank you
for
so
sure.
much.
Thank you.
Yes. So Gustavo, what is your thoughts, please?
Okay. I will try to be simplify my answer. To me, to failure, it make us growth because it hurts. So what I know about things that hurt is that we don't want to that same thing hurt us again. So we will try what we can to not pass to that same thing again. And eventually it will make us growth because that thing that made us failure, we will do different things. We will do wise things after this. But while you all are answering, I was wondering in thoughts here, and I realized that have a key to help us growth because without that key we can't growth even failing. That is to be humble because I know by myself that humbleness is a thing that make us realize that we need to change and have times that I pass to the same thing that hurt me, and it you can thought in your place, or but you have talked that a thing that hurt you will not want to pass to this again. But if that key is missing, eventually I will talk by myself. I will pass to that same thing again and again and again. So I depend upon this to be humble, to recognize that I need to change. So that is how it works for me. I will fail. I will gotten failure, and it will hurt, and I will depend about to be humble. And if I be humble, I will change to not be hurted again. That is how it
Great,
works, I think.
great points. Great points, Gustavo. Thank you so much for sharing, and I totally agree with you as well. So I will keep you with you, Gustavo. The question number 6. Can you read
Okay.
and answer, please?
Yes. 6. How do cultural, societal, and historical?
No, sorry,
Oh,
it's
6.
number
I'm
5.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
I skip the
Yes.
5 one. Yes.
What are the most valuable life lessons you would like to pass on to future generations? Wow. I don't know
It's
if
a bit tricky, right?
yes, if I even have that thing to share to future generations. But family is the first thing because I was talking about to be married that week with my wife. People don't want to even to be married. You try to understand me. I will commit a lot of mistakes with words here in grammar, but in
No
my
worries.
generation, I realized that family is vanishing because people want not to got married and or even to have children, have sons. People are want to focus more on money, and I will talk by myself if I don't stop to think in evolution, materialism. I will fall on the same point. So it's what our culture is doing. So you have talked that on your culture, and I think is a Mr. John. People live in a different way, but I I will look at for US user. They for me the main society that guide a lot of others, so influence a lot of others in that society do things just about materialist things, so just about money and family. Who talks about family in the the, the main society, the most high influencers who talk about that thing. So if I have something to share and share and to practice by myself and to do by myself with my wife and with my son, with my family and my friends, that thing will be the value of family. So
Great,
yes.
great. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. For sure. Also for me, my family needs to be first. And I'd say to be good for everyone. I think the universe brings good things if you could deliver good things as well. So it's important to follow our path, like helping people in general, I'd say. And yeah, family is coming first, always. Good, good. So, and how about you, Sonia? What do you think?
I think is we have to give a lot of lesson of life to our family, the new generations, or of our own family. In my case, I think in my case I work for more than 20 years with victims of domestic violence and survivors of sexual abuse. And so I work in prevention of violence, and I I I try to practice the non-violence in my behavior, in my daily behavior. I try to be coherent and in my life with the things that I told with to others persons. So it's a challenge for me because it's difficult to don't be a violent or aggressive person in our life because we have a very stressed life and we have a lot of things that put our in the wrong way. But in my case, I try to be coherent, and I will try sometimes remember me, my nephew, maybe my nephew, my niece, remember that I was a not violent person because I believe the violence is not the way, and never is the way. And I try to have a good relationship with my husband and with all my family, with all the people that knows me. And this is the lesson of life that I learned, and I practice in my life, and I would like to live for other people too.
Wow, really interesting point, Sonia. Because nowadays you can see many violence around the world, so it's not resolve nothing,
No,
anything.
no, never.
So unfortunately, yeah, I totally agree with you as well, because I think sometimes people just forgot about others, so and suffer and make this other people suffering. So it's really, really sad. And I can imagine you working a lot with this kind of situation could be learning you a lot about it. So thank you so much for sharing. Let me see, Israel, it's your turn, please. Question number 6.
6.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Most valuable lessons. Yes. Well, there are a lot of things to pass, but I believe, well, I believe cultivate more resilience, because nowadays we have a lot of challenge, and have more resilience for for the children, for our children, and it's something that will really impact their lives in the future. Because as we can see, uh, I believe in the future it's not will not be so easy with the climatical and um, the competitivity and all the things. So resilience is something that we need to cultivate in our families and share. And how to learn this is really really challenge. And to be more empathy. Empathy, it's something nowadays difficult, but I think it um, to listen others, and to be in connection with others, to share your feelings, your emotions, and contribution, and to be someone understand in a conversation. So I believe it's really important for for our generations. So, and and one of the things I believe that lost in our families is the gratitude, to have the gratitude for what we have, and what we pursue as a family, our food, our home, our bed, something that was lost in our culture in many families. And the gratitude, it's something that really needs to be cultivated in a family when we are eating our dinner, or something that the ancestor did more than us. So something like that. The humble
Yeah.
and simple things that nowadays we live a life with more information, more stress, and competitivity, word to get a job and whatever. And there's some information, and we need more. We need more. We need to stop more, and cultivate it. the silence, our
Mm-hmm.
families, and started to avoid things that the world it's put in our minds. There are a lot of things put in our minds you know, to solve,
Yes.
to
Yeah.
and and there's nothing, some of these things it's illusion, you know, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
want to help us in our lives, and we know that the simple things it's better, and the minimalism it's something that in the future our generation need to do more because
Yeah,
we
I agree.
we I think that the lack of resource will become more evident, and to be happy and joy with simple things that I like our child nowadays that need more and more toys and more things, a new cell phone, to be enjoy with things and mature things, and not feel happy with your father, your mother. It's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your son, your family in general. It's something that the
Yeah.
ancestors cultivate more on the weekend to play together. Things that um, be part of the family, the huge family which is not us, but things like that. That
Great.
which is a gift, but we lost for our
Mm-hmm.
last. We don't have more time with us, and many parents don't have time. Is so with a lot of things in mind, and to earn more, to achieve more results on the company, and you know we know that this is changed a lot. We have a lot of uh, a lot of things on the internet that cultivate this, and the people start to become more aware. But this is a slow process to start
Mm-hmm.
and to become effectively
Yeah.
for many people. So because nowadays we have wars, a lot of wars on Oriente Medio, and we had COVID and world, a lot of tough things, and this is what on the alert uh, that what is crucial and what is needed, what do we need to uh, go back and start to relearn about what it's good. So that's that's
Mm-hmm.
that's
Great.
what I think.
Great. Thanks for sharing, Israel. I totally agree
Okay.
with you as well. So many points it's important to remember. So yeah, it's important to always talk with youngest people to try to teach them all the time to being a good human being and deliver good things for everyone. So that's good. So I have a question for you, Sonia, quickly. So do you think it's important to have some mentor to guide you some life lessons or for this new generation? So do you think it's important to have people always together?
Yes, I think it's important in sometimes. Um, Not for everybody, but if you have a child and you perceive as a parent, you perceive that your child or your teenager especially needs
Mm-hmm.
other opinion, especially a professional opinion. It's important to visit a mentor, not necessarily a psychologist. It's not necessary a psychologist, and sometimes can be a psychologist, but it's not necessarily to do a therapeutic process. We can
Mm-hmm.
help to guide to guide our patient in
Mm-hmm.
different ways of their life without a therapy. It's important. Nowadays, we have a lot of coaches. I don't know if
Yes.
in Brazil is here in Paraguay is full of coaches, and you
Yeah,
have
Brazil the same.
and you have to be alert because now all the professionals are prepared to treat with other persons with the lies with other
Yeah,
of other
I can
persons.
see the same in Brazil, unfortunately.
Yes.
Good, good. All right, thanks for sharing, Sonia. And guys, our time is over. It was quickly. And before finish, I would like to share with you some links. So the first one is to become hosted here or hosts. And if you have some questions, you can also ask in WhatsApp with Felipe. So we are hiring some new hosts. And also have the link from YouTube Live here. And the last one is the customer. So please feel free to say everything that you want. It's a private service, so you don't know who was answering. So please feel free to say anything that you watch here, or also if you have some questions or suggestions of topics, you can go in there and put everything you want. So that's it for now, and hope to see you guys here again in the future. And have a good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for
Good
this
evening,
meeting.
Thank you.
I really
See you.
appreciate.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye